Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back. Oh my gosh, it's another episode of Don't You Hate It? I'm Sam.
And I'm Heather.
I can't tell if you guys can tell, but we got a little bit of new audio stuff going on here. The station we normally record at has been pee-pee-poo-poo, so we're going to try our bets at this new format here. The mics probably sound a little bit differently, but probably.
I'm hoping for not much difference. We are in a new studio.
Mm-hmm.
We're also closer together, so
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty stinky.
Oh, yeah. It's so smelly in here. I can't stand it.
It actually looks like the room that I used to have to go to get my hearing checked. So, Mom, Dad, you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Okay, so I remember at one point in my high school, not in high school, it was like elementary school actually. I was pulled up away from class, and we were asked to sit in a room with some headphones on and raise your hand for whichever. Is this the one that you're familiar with? You raise your hand for whenever you hear a beep.
That was for everyone
Okay.
at school, and I was like, "Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm not gonna raise my hand if the sounds come through my the left like headphone because I can't hear."
Yeah.
And then so they were always really confused when I'd sit down and I would raise my hand whenever I could hear it on my right ear, and then they would do it on the left side, and I wouldn't raise my hand. They're like, "You're supposed to raise your hand." I'm like, "Oh, I know the rules.
Well,
I'm
yes.
following them." That was always weird.
Yeah.
'Cause they're like, "But you have an ear. Why don't it work?
Why no work?
Why no work?
You're
you
no
have
work."
ear.
Well,
Mine work."
yeah, I remember that. Did you ever get like checked for lice in high school, or in like I guess high school as well, but more so middle school and stuff?
I remember it happening one time in elementary school, and
Oh,
I
man.
actually kind of I looked forward to it because
Yeah, honestly, it was so nice.
because they just play with my hair.
Right, they got the toothpicks in there, and they're just kind of pulling the hair apart.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so nice.
Oh god, I was so relaxed in those moments, and then I was like, does anyone know when we're gonna have another lice check? Because
The
feeling
teacher's
pretty
like-
itchy.
The teacher's like, only if you have lice, and I'm like, I have lice. No,
I have lice. Well, I found a little white bug.
Yeah. You should like whenever the person who, because it was always the same person who would come in and check for lice. Whenever,
Okay. I thought you were gonna be. It's always the same person with lice, and I was
No,
like,
God,
ooh,
no.
maybe you should have checked their whole life.
No. But whenever I'd see her, or I should have, I was gonna say whenever she comes in, I should have like started scratching my head and stuff.
Oh my god.
Just so she's like,
She's
while
just
I'm
like,
here,
Dear God.
I'll check him too.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's hilarious.
I always wanted that to happen, but the little office that I'm talking about, I had to go to a school. There was a school next, like really close to my house
Yeah.
that I didn't go to. My sister did for a couple of years, and then we moved to a different elementary school,
Yeah.
a better elementary school.
Ooh.
And I don't know, the walls, like they weren't cement,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of looked like it, and it was the most quiet room
Yeah.
that I have ever been in, and it is pretty surreal.
Damn.
If I do say so
I do
myself,
say so.
because they make me like just sit there alone. I used to have my mom in there, or like whoever took me, they'd have to like sit in the room with me,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just like stopped because I guess I'm a big girl now.
That's right.
And I was like, I'm so alone. It's like I feel so weird right now.
Well, I mean, no.
I get it. I also just liked that, like, I could see them through the window, and they'd be like, airplane, spoon,
What? I hate that.
roadway.
Breathe normally. Prepare for mist.
Oh, prepare for me.
If you haven't seen it, go onto YouTube and look up Sex House, because
Absolutely not.
it's amazing.
It's
such-
traumatizing.
It's so good. I think there's like 10-minute episodes, but I think there's only like 8 or 9, I think, or 7 or 8. But it's a good time. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah. Sorry if you can hear the people outside.
Yeah.
We're kind of like right against a hallway, and people like to look in at us like we're in a fishbowl.
Yeah, our last studio was it was behind another studio, so
Yeah.
they would have to look through the first studio and in at the second to see us. But
And you can't even see that far.
I don't know.
I can't even see.
I can't see.
Yeah.
So I know we weren't able to spit out a podcast last week. Sorry about that. It's gonna happen this week at least.
Yeah.
But we did miss Halloween, and I got some Halloween things to talk about.
I would absolutely love to talk about Halloween stuff because it is my favorite holiday.
Great. So the first thing I got here, what's your favorite candy to get? Like you trick or treating and like you sit down with whoever like you trick or treated with, and I know I always used to like bargain for my candy, be like, yes, I will give you my Smarties in return for your Twizzlers. Or
Well, I
not,
could only do
actually.
that with my sister,
I hate
but the
Twizzlers.
only thing is that we would trick or treat together and had the same candy. But like, I didn't want
Well,
some of the Laffy Taffy, and she didn't want some of her chocolates, and so we
Exactly.
would switch like that.
that's what I'm saying. So what is the best candy?
So I didn't start to answer that, but now I am. I
fine.
really like Kit Kats, Almond Joys, and the rare, but gold mined kind of find is a Nerds Rope.
Ooh, Nerds Ropes are really good.
I love me some Nerds Ropes.
We have a friend Jenna who loves Nerds Rope. She likes the
The clusters.
yes, where it's like little gummies and then they got nerds on top. Those are
Yeah.
amazing.
They're pretty good.
Apparently, Dungeons and Dragons, like the company.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, let me tell them first.
Fine.
They sponsored or kind of had a collab with nerds and those people who make Nerds Rope. And
Collab.
I don't understand why either, because it's just a chest on the the design. There's no reason there should be in Dungeons and Dragons.
I
But
thought the little nerds guys were in like little get-ups.
oh, maybe
They might have been, but it still doesn't really answer a question. Like,
that's okay.
when did they collab? I don't know. What is your favorite candy?
I was just about to say. Yes, I have a few that I really like. I really like peanut butter in my candy. So for that reason,
Yes.
like Reese's. I also really like Mounds because I don't like the
Yeah.
almond and the almond
yeah,
joys.
I know, but I like the milk chocolate on the almond.
I
Joy.
know, because Mounds are only dark chocolate, which is
Yeah,
disgusting.
I would nibble off the almond.
Nibble.
Sometimes I would throw it away, and sometimes I would eat it.
Usually I would try to bite like just the almond and then
No, that's exactly what I did.
yeah. But yeah, I really like those chocolates. They started making something recently called Hershey's Take Fives, which have pretzels in them.
Is it recently?
Not Hershey Take Five, Reese's Take Five. And yes,
Okay, I
It-
really like those.
I think it's called like a Take Five bar, but
Yeah,
they're
the-
really good.
Take Five. There's Payday with peanuts on it, but I don't like to eat nuts, man. I just don't like it. They stick in my teeth. And
No,
I
yeah.
don't like it.
I don't blame you. I don't like whole peanuts and I don't know, because Snickers are really good, and Snickers have whole peanuts in it.
Whole?
I mean,
Really?
yeah, without the shell, yeah.
Damn. Maybe I don't. Maybe I haven't had a Snickers in a while. I
No?
thought I have. I don't remember them being whole peanuts in there.
Yeah, they're really good.
It doesn't matter.
Lately what I've been getting is the Snickers ice cream bar, which are really good.
That was very
Yeah.
good. It's not what I was expecting. I literally thought it was just like a king size Snickers or something, and then it was just frozen, which is what people do.
Yeah,
But it's actually ice cream, and I was like, oh,
yeah. It's
it
really
is
good.
really good.
I get one every day before my staff meeting, because
Well,
they're
little treat.
yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. But yeah, so now let's go down different categories. So you said you like Almond Joy. Did you say Smarties? No, there was Laffy Taffy. No, she likes Laffy Taffy.
I was just coming up with a candy,
Okay.
but
What's your favorite fruity candy? Like you got a hankering for fruit. I'm actually gonna do mine first, if that's okay.
okay.
I like fruit snacks. I know it's technically not a candy, but that's still something I get when I go trick or treating.
Yes.
And like that, I'd rather have that besides like Lifesavers or like just general dum
Ooh,
suckers.
The gummy lifesavers.
The gummy. Oh yeah, those are good.
I was gonna say the Sour Patch watermelons.
Ooh, those are really
Those
good.
are awesome. I
Yes.
love me some peach rings.
Peach rings are good.
I'd go
Mhm.
to Menards with my dad, and we'd get peach rings and corn nuts.
Ooh, what's the like top tier number one words. Gummy that you like.
Oh my god.
I know it's tough.
I don't. Oh god, I really don't know. I
Mm.
think I really like. Oh no, peach rings.
You like peach rings number 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they gotta be. They gotta be.
Like I'm gonna throw a few more out there. Try to change your mind. You got gummy bears. I'd even throw like jelly bellies, like jelly beans in there. No, like Twizzlers, like
Not as
Red
much
Vine.
as peach rings.
Okay, all right.
Red vines and Twizzlers are not the same.
They're the exact same thing.
Okay, actually, you should know this about yourself. No,
About myself.
You said Twizzlers and red vines are the same thing to you. Mayonnaise and Cool
my
Whip, oh my
gosh.
god, and Miracle Whip are the same thing to you.
They are. And
so
my
they're
dad.
so they're not. They're very different.
That's like the one thing that I'm gonna die on a hill for. My dad is also the same way.
Go die on a hill
About
for
mayonnaise.
for mayonnaise and Miracle Whip.
Your generation
But
really
I-
finds random hills to die on. Rick
But
and
I
Morty.
really like. They're quite literally not the same thing. Miracle Whip is so much sweeter
Yeah.
than mayonnaise, and it's not right. And
Mm.
Twizzlers and Red Vines, they're just like they're made differently. Even if it's like the same taste,
Mm-hmm.
Red Vines are like they're like tough
Okay.
and a little more like almost grainy in a way.
Hmm.
I haven't had one in a long time, but I remember my sister and I wanted to like them because of just like a Star Kid reference.
Okay.
It was a Harry Potter musical, and then it was like they just kept on eating red vines all the time and making red vines references, and so we were like, let's get some red vines when we go to watch one of the Star Kid shows, and then we ate them and we went, yeah, I don't like this.
No.
But there are Red Vines families and Twizzlers families, but I absolutely do not agree with they're both.
Speaking of like different kind of families with interests of specific brands and such, my friend Noah, he prefers a specific type of ranch, brand of ranch. Do you know? I think I've mentioned it to you.
Ken's.
Yes, it is Ken's Steakhouse dressing, the official dressing of Zionsville moms, apparently.
Yeah, we do the Hidden Valley.
I also, Hidden Valley's all the way.
I love Hidden Valley.
It's number one. That's the only thing I ate when I grew up. Before then, was no idea ranch.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
The ranch that's like marketed as salad dressing
Yeah.
is different than like just Hidden Valley Ranch. Because if you try to put like the salad dressing on like chicken nuggets, it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also love me some buttermilk ranch.
Yeah, I mean that's why I like Hidden Valley, I think, because they always have the buttermilk ranch.
Is that buttermilk?
I thought so, at least.
Because I know it's different than whatever the ranch is from like fast food places.
Well, yeah, that's just a lot of water, I think.
What?
Next to that, I also really like. Despite not liking steak, I do love A1 sauce. I think that A1 sauce is really good.
Oh yeah.
You know, the steak sauce.
What about some Sweet Baby Ray's? For
I do-
some barbecue.
Not on steak, but I do like Sweet Baby
Yeah,
Ray's
you're
a
right.
lot.
You're right.
I usually I have microwave nuggets that I used to eat, and I would always get a little cup of ranch, and in the same cup some Sweet Baby Ray's. I think I had the Hawaiian flavor. They have a few different ones though. They have like teriyaki and stuff.
Got it.
But what?
My family never bought the buttermilk like Hidden Valley Ranch, but they do have that.
Let me see the bottle. It might.
It's like brown.
Oh yeah, no, I've never had that one actually.
Yeah, no, that's the buttermilk
It's
one.
the original one that I always
Yeah,
had.
just the regular blue.
Yeah. But there was another ranch that I used to have, but another thing regarding like brands and stuff. I noticed that there's a lot of stores that you guys don't have here in Indiana that we do in Illinois. Well, used to at least. Kmart. We were talking about this the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Kmart was something that I don't remember going to as maybe. I think I went there for a photo shoot once because they had pictures they could take. Unless
Okay.
that's a different place I'm thinking of. But Kmart was one of the places. Oh my gosh. Casey's Pizza. That's one thing you guys don't have here. Or just
we have
Casey's,
it in
the gas station.
Indiana.
Yeah, but not
just not where I'm from.
a lot of people don't know where that or what that is though.
Yeah, just because we've been driving places like through Indiana and then Illinois, like we've seen Casey's in Indiana, but I thought it was an Illinois thing.
There's significantly less Casey's pizzas in Indiana than there are in Illinois,
Fine.
which is heartbreaking because Casey's pizza is so good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They got the breakfast pizza. Oh my gosh,
God.
it's so good. It's
That
got
sounds like too much.
no,
man.
no. It's got egg and sausage and
Ooh.
yeah.
So my mom makes this. It's usually for like Christmas breakfast. She makes a breakfast pizza, but it's like a veggie pizza.
Oh,
It's like a croissant crust. Or
That sounds
like
good.
whatever. I don't know what it is. It doesn't taste like a croissant. It's just like a dough that she spreads out, and then it's like raw broccoli, carrots. I don't think cucumber, but it's just like stuff like that, not tomato or anything. And then
No.
we can put like a little bit of ranch on it.
mm.
It's so refreshing and
That
good, and
sounds so good.
you just feel healthy.
Yeah.
And it's, oh God, it's so good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
My dad, speaking of breakfast foods, he makes a mean biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that this is the key ingredient to it though. When you're sizzling up the ground beef for the it's sausage, I guess. So it's not beef.
Sausage.
Yeah. Anyway, little sausage. You got the grease in the pan. My dad adds a little bit of that grease to the mix because normally he drains a lot of it, but he leaves a little bit in there, and it gives it that like
I
creamy
thought that's what
like.
you used for gravy.
Well, you can, but you don't have to. I don't know. He uses more gravy than per usual, and he also has a very specific recipe that he follows.
Okay.
But it always turns out delicious. You got to get the flaky rolls, you know.
Oh yeah,
Those
definitely.
are a must.
My mom makes really good sausage and gravy. It's just like maybe I ate too much of it when I was a kid or something, but I would always remember like my stomach just hurting, and it happened too often.
It's probably the milk.
But I'm fine.
What do you mean? Well, now you are, yeah, but
But everything else was okay. It was literally just every time that it was the sausage and gravy. Maybe I had too much gravy. I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that the milk and the gravy was making your stomach.
Here.
Hey,
We don't have to talk about why. It just happened. My stomach hurt. I decided to not eat biscuits and gravy ever again.
mm.
And then recently you got some biscuits and gravy, and I was like,
Biscuits and gravy are so good.
fine, I'm hungry. I'll try it. Also, the sausage sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
And I ate it, and I didn't hurt. And I was like,
Yeah, it's different.
what's this trickery?
Their biscuits and gravy it's okay. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
from the
okay.
dining hall.
Yeah.
But homemade biscuits
yeah,
and gravy are
There's
amazing.
not enough thought and love
Yeah.
put into the biscuits and gravy
They
here.
just unfreeze it and
Yeah. I know, it was always really good whenever my mom made it.
Mm.
And then my grandparents on my dad's side, BB
BB.
makes eggs Benedict. We have to beg her to make eggs Benedict for Christmas, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Now,
It's absolutely amazing.
one thing when it does come to biscuits and gravy that I don't like is like traditional biscuits, like a breakfast biscuit. I can't do that. It's too dry. Like
Yeah,
biscuit sandwiches, can't do it.
I only like the English muffin.
I love English muffins. Biscuits, though, are not good. I don't like biscuits.
Okay, so maybe I don't know what you're talking about.
So, all right. Picture this. We're going to get biscuits and gravy from the dining hall. Those biscuits. Now,
Okay.
those are different from, like, the Pillsbury, like, flaky rolls. That's what I use for biscuits and gravy.
That is also what I use.
Now, if you go to McDonald's and they got the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit opposed to the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, different things.
I haven't had a breakfast biscuit in a while, so I can't really remember what it is. I think I know. I think I got it.
It's so dry. I don't have a good time. They don't taste good. they're just. I'd rather eat their like English muffin breakfast sandwich because the biscuits are
Yeah.
dry and not good. But yeah. Now back to the candy and Halloween things.
Yes.
What are some basic bitch Halloween costumes like? Go
What
ahead.
I absolutely hate is when people will dress up as like the M&Ms and like
Actually, I had a friend.
a crayon.
Yep.
I knew some people too, and I was like, do you not care about Halloween at all?
It's an easy costume. Don't get me wrong.
It's an
but-
easy costume. That's basically it. Like
Mhm.
I like when people do like characters.
Yeah.
Because it shows a little bit of thought behind that. I
Yeah.
saw someone that did Cusco in
Cusco.
his llama form
Cusco.
from Emperor's New Groove.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
What do you mean?
I know I've seen the memes, but I understand.
Okay, don't say nope.
No,
What do you mean?
You didn't see them. No,
Oh my god.
that wasn't them.
Jeez.
But yeah,
Uh,
I think that's one. I think that like, no, you're gonna hate me because you have done this costume.
Which the
the
devil,
devil,
one?
yes.
Here's
I think,
the thing. I already sent you a video about that where I said, "Oh, I did the devil like freshman year." And it was like, so you could now everyone's doing it. So you could call me a trendsetter. And then I said, an original.
but
Stupid.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I think the devil is also another easy, lazy costume.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I understand. It's just I knew that I could wear the things that I was going to buy for the costume throughout the year, and
Yeah.
then I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted that in that moment. I really like when people put a lot of effort into it.
Me too.
When they do like put on horns and it's not just like a headband.
Right.
When they do like the red face paint. Someone did Hellboy.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god, I'm doing that next
That's so
year.
cool.
I need to.
You're gonna be Hellboy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be Hellboy.
All right, that's cool.
I
That'd
gotta-
be.
gotta
I
figure
wonder
it out.
how you'd have to do the horns besides just like a prosthetic that's
What
made for it.
she did was, I think she got like a prosthetic thing to
What-
like glue onto her forehead, and then put she had like foam. She had foam, and then she ripped off the top of it so it looked
Ah.
like it was flat and ripped,
Hmm.
which is what he does. And then she put that on there, and then painted it, and then painted herself.
That's cool.
The thing about like
Paint.
paint is that I feel like it would just get absolutely everywhere.
Yes.
I don't like grease paint. I've never seen someone do grease paint well.
I don't know the different kinds of paint, but
It's just grease.
Well, yeah.
So it's slick.
slides around.
Yeah, it slips around, and then there's a water activated paint that I think if I was going to actually paint myself, I would do that. And I know a brand that I would do. It's
Yeah.
it was started by a YouTuber who is a body painter, like a professional.
I feel like if I were to paint my body or face or anywhere, I can't remember what movie it is. Is it Better Off Dead or no? When the principal gets a bucket of blue paint dumped on him, and he's
It's not
stained
Better
for
Off
the rest of the
Dead.
movie.
I
Did you say Better Off Paint?
don't know.
I
if
think you
did.
did say Better Off Paint.
It's okay. We'll listen back.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Better Off Dead. Blue paint.
I can't remember, but
I don't remember that.
I only know the actor from that scene of the movie, and he also recalled it in I don't remember what movie.
I don't
But
know. That's just why I don't want to just grab like a tube of paint from Spirit Halloween
yeah,
or like something like that. I would want to figure out what's not going to stain me and then do a patch test on my hand.
well, like wait, okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know, cause I had a friend who he was the Hulk for Halloween,
Oh,
and you
just
gotta
looked
paint yourself
sick.
green. Yeah, right. No, sick, bro. No, he painted himself green, and he was able to drive, and it was in high school. And his first car, which he no longer has, he drove to school, and he noticed on his way home that he left a paint mark from resting his arm on the windowsill for the car.
Oh my god.
And he couldn't get the paint out, so it was there for pretty much ever. Because I saw it one day, And I'm like, hey, what's that? And he's like, oh, yeah. And he told me the story. But honestly, that's kind of fun. You know, it's a conversation starter.
I know.
So.
I think those are fun as well. But it's I do think some people get really lazy with that. Also, if you're going somewhere and you're like, I want to look as desirable as possible, and then you go as something that can be like sexy. I saw a lot of people. We did this thing called Morp, and it was prom backwards at
Oh, nice.
at my high school, and it was like a Halloween dance.
Oh, that's fun.
The actual event was not fun at all. It was absolutely ridiculous. But there were a group of girls that came dressed as Tom Cruise from Risky Business when he just has the long button up and then some socks. And I'm like, you're 14.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They were probably wearing like Spanx or something.
They had like booty shorts on, like their whole ass was out, and I was just like, good God.
Yeah, never mind then.
When you're 14, please, dear God, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to an adult party and you want that and you want to like have your ass out, go ahead.
I don't know.
Not when you're 14.
I wouldn't encourage it, but you know.
If everyone's okay with that and you're okay with that.
Well, that is the problem right there, is when everyone else is okay with it.
Well,
There's going to be a 14-year-old with her ass out of the party.
Not
I'm definitely
14.
going to be there.
I'm not. No.
Well, and that's what you're talking about.
No, I said if you were when I said if you're at an adult party, I meant when you are an adult at an adult party.
I thought you were saying 14-year-old
No.
goes to adult party,
No,
ass out.
I was so confused why you weren't on my side there.
I'm like, no.
No. 14-year-olds, don't do that, please.
Yeah.
And then if you are an adult and you still want to do the Risky Business thing at an adult party, yes.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
We're on this. Yes. Not.
Yeah, we're
don't
good
do
now.
That.
Oh my God.
I know in the past, this is another easy costume in my opinion, but still a lot of fun. I like Mario and Luigi. I think that's just a really fun costume.
I also think it's fun.
It's once again really easy. Just get a red hat and put an M on it, you know.
Yeah.
So I did that. I think I did Mario one year and Luigi another year. But me and my brother Max. Oh, by the way, update on him. He's doing better. He does not have his cast off yet. He's going to see the doctor soon to see what is like how he's been doing with it. But he's been good. No big problems. Anyway, back to Mario and Luigi. I think he was Mario because Mario Max. And I also just preferred Luigi. I always love Luigi. So
Lamb.
Oh, jeez. What's lamb? Oh my gosh.
Lambda?
No, isn't there a band? Lamb of God?
Lamb of God?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I was
They're
like,
crazy.
they go hard. But besides that, for Halloween a while ago, you know what, just past Halloween costumes in general, I went as Uncle Sam, like the you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I did a skeleton because it was easy. I did... Oh, no. One of my friends did a headless man, which was really cool.
I like those. Those are fun.
Yeah, and like my friend's mom was really creative and like was able to make it look. He had a cheese ball jar.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's where his head was, and then like the shoulders went above his body, and yeah,
I like it.
it was super cool. I know. I think multiple times I went as a guy riding a dinosaur because it was the little inflatable dinosaur
Yeah.
thing. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's fun. It's just like literally, you just hop in a suit and it's done.
It was just easy for my little child body, just because didn't have to get painted or anything.
Yeah.
And I hated having like makeup or glue and stuff on my face because I had really bad acne growing up. But I also did a bully once, or I'm sorry, I was a nerd who got beat up by a bully.
Oh, I was saying that. And then I went as a bully.
Yeah, I kicked
Punched
kids
some
around.
kids for some
Stole
candy.
their candy. Oh yeah, but no, yeah, I don't know. I always enjoy Halloween. It's a fun holiday. I love dressing up.
Do you remember the first Halloween costume that you ever had?
I think my first Halloween costume was I was a pumpkin.
I was gonna guess pumpkin.
Yes,
They're so cute.
my parents took me for my first Halloween on a cruise. No, the story isn't right, but I did go on a cruise as a child.
You're a little Halloween baby.
Yes, and I was Well, I was thinking, I'm like, I was born on the 23rd
Yeah, but
of
you
October.
definitely didn't get on a cruise.
Right, 7 days,
Right
8 days
after
later.
you were born.
So, I think a little bit of time had passed, and then I had went on a cruise, and Halloween rolled around. I think it was around for my first birthday, if I'm thinking right. I don't know. My mom will tell me. But they dressed me up as a pumpkin, and I was very cute. But going on with that story, my mom was telling me that during that cruise, she was getting a lot of like really seasick just because she doesn't do well with like motion and stuff.
I think I would as well. Go on.
I've been on a cruise since then. It's a lot of fun. I get rocked to sleep really easily. So like when I'm in a car, I go to sleep almost immediately, and yeah, getting rocked to sleep will always put me out cold.
Just when I can't see what's moving, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. But my mom was getting nauseous, and she was trying to get into the cabin. She got into the cabin, was laying down. My dad had locked the bathroom door from the outside to make sure that like I wouldn't go in there and mess around with stuff. And my mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw up." So she ran to the door and couldn't get the door open because it was locked. I was like, she got in there and did her business. But I think on that same cruise also, there's a picture of me, and my dad took my mom's mascara and gave me eyebrows.
oh my god.
And I had blonde little boy eyebrows because I was a blonde little boy. And it was very unsettling, to say the least.
Oh my god.
But,
like a little Pubert Adams.
No, not Pubert Adams.
I love when people go as Fester.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. I actually have I think we've talked about this in the past. My friend Spencer, who went as, or he didn't go as Fester, he got the role of Fester in Addams Family the musical. But
yeah, I would have loved to have seen that.
it was really good. What are some of the Halloween costumes that you've had in the past?
Like looking back at some of the home videos that we have and like the little pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I think my first one, without being like an actual infant, I remember being a ladybug.
Oh.
The little ladybug.
Very nice.
And the home video that we have, I am shoving animal crackers into my face and not chewing them all the way and shoving more in there.
I love that.
And my dad's like shaking the camera, like, "Oh my god, I gotta get this done.
I love it.
I gotta stop this."
I love that.
And then I went, and my sister was a ballerina.
Mm.
And then my parents used to like actually make the costumes sometimes.
Yeah.
And we went as the Goldilocks and the three bears.
That's nice.
And I was baby bear.
Oh.
And my sister was blonde, so she was Goldilocks.
Nice.
And so we like made the costumes and everything. We had little ears. I had my little nose.
Nice.
And I think we had little overalls too. Can't remember. And then one year, I can't remember like any of the other ones, but one year when I started getting a little older, we did Harry Potter.
Oh, nice.
And my mom was not a part of this one. She just stayed back and handed out candy. And my dad went with us. And my sister was Hermione.
Nice.
My dad was Hagrid. And I was Crookshanks.
Wow.
I was Hermione's cat. Because I didn't know any other. I was like, I don't know any of the other characters, and I just want to be a cat. And everyone was like, "Oh, are you like a little yellow cat?" And I was like, I'm Crookshanks.
Oh.
I have a name tag and everything, so like, geez, learn to read.
I love that.
It made me actually angry. But my mom made me this. It was just kind of like a sheet of fabric that kind of looked like fur, and I had like a head hole and armholes, and then a tail was like sewn on the back, but it was a really long tail, and it just kind of was on the ground behind me, and I was running down this driveway one time, and my friend stepped on my tail on accident, and it choked me.
Oh my!
I went,
oh, I hate that. Jeez, you got clotheslined by your own costume.
I really did. It hurt so bad.
That's amazing.
That's the only ones that I can remember when like my family actually went together. But since then we have stopped like making our own costumes, and I've just kind of done whatever each year.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I will always love Halloween.
Yeah, I love Halloween, but it's a very short wait to hop right into Thanksgiving too, though. So
It really is.
I do love Thanksgiving though. Thanksgiving is one of my I don't know. There's not a whole lot of food going on Thanksgiving. I don't really
It's
care
all that
about
needs to go
football.
on.
I don't really care about any other things. I don't like to travel a whole lot. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's only about food. I don't like what the holiday is based off of.
Yeah.
I think it could be done better.
Mhm.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about football,
No.
and I still have to work. And then there's also Black Friday,
Mhm.
and I work in retail, so that's fine.
Right. So I don't know. I'll be going home for for Thanksgiving too, though. But so I think this is a good time for us to wrap up, but also mention that we're trying to make the podcast a little bit shorter because they're difficult to make when they're an hour long. My computer just can't handle exporting all this stuff. In the past, the first 7 episodes or something, I was using the university computer, but I'm no longer in that building, so I can't use that computer. Therefore, it takes about 3 hours for me to export an hour-long podcast. So we're making them shorter. They're more palatable for you guys. They're easier to digest, and maybe you can binge through a few of our episodes, maybe. But
I don't know. It's a lot easier to look at something that's half an hour long
Right.
and go, oh, yeah, I got time for that,
Right.
than an hour long, and you're like, oh, God, I got to put some all the way. I got to devote a whole day for this one.
Right. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the shorter size, the shorter podcasts. It's just gonna be overall a lot easier for us. I know I was getting really stressed out last week with wanting to record the podcast and having it ready by Wednesdays and everything. So
Yeah.
This'll
and
be-
also, we had some things going on.
yeah,
But,
there was just a lot going on.
yeah.
But we're all good. Things are moving in the right direction, and this is just one of the many changes that we're making to the podcast. So thank you very much for coming in and turning your ear towards us. I always appreciate when you guys sit down and listen to us. It makes me happy. Makes me feel wanted and appreciated.
I'm all
So-
warm and fuzzy.
Oh yeah. Well, that is goodbye. Have a good day. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.